All right. Welcome to Fuck Your Thoughts.
Yeah. And we back with another one and another one.
And
What
another
about
one.
your friends? Are they standing around? Will they let you down? Hey, hey. That's like one of my favorite
Hey,
songs.
hey. Mine too. That's a real shit though.
Yes, it was
Alright,
me.
so on tonight's episode of Fuck Your Thoughts, we are going to discuss the ins and outs of friendships. We will discuss our opinions on the do's and don'ts of friendships in detail. We also will incorporate techniques to determine if and when a relationship should be continued or left in the past. And as usual, we are going to talk our sass, get our task, crack several jokes in our West Tennessee lingo.
Yeah. And you sound like popcorn
Oh,
again.
it say excellent. It
Huh?
say excellent. I did. I just said I hope I sound like popcorn.
That's when it sounds like popcorn.
I finna end
It's
this and start it
popcorn.
over. Cause
Why?
I don't want to sound like popcorn.
It's been sounding like that
That
for
don't mean
weeks
I'm
now.
okay with it though. Like
That might be the magic in the sauce. That might be the sauce right
I
there, the
don't like that
popcorn
kind of
sound.
sauce.
Well, your call, DJ. Take another love song. She's a love song. She's looking at me. Hey, that Jamie Foxx album
It
was
wasn't really the whole
motherfucking
album. It was
bumping.
like 5 songs. The rest of this shit was garbage.
Well, 5 songs out of how many songs? Nowadays you get 2 songs out of 20 songs. Listen, I could put on it's about 6 songs on there that's some heat.
I'm pretty sure I
6 songs.
made you my out to that CD.
You what? Oh. Oh. Wasn't expecting that one.
Hey, we is grown.
Yeah. But Jamie
So I still
Foxx,
sound like
you get it.
popcorn. Let
Yeah.
me plug it in. See what the hell. Do I
Yeah,
sound
dude.
like popcorn?
Hold on. No, you sound better. I
Let's
think.
let me see.
Yeah, you sound much better.
What the fuck?
You sound clear.
Well, I just keep it plugged in then. So do I need to
Yeah.
read the directions again? I mean, not the directions, but the what you call?
No. These folk know what the fuck going on. Shit. We is old school. We sound like we on the phone. Y'all know what time it is.
In a minute, we
Hey,
finna be on three-way. Soon as Corey log in.
listen, this is back in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. Listen, click somebody in. Be quiet. Don't say nothing.
I don't think I did it too often. I might did that
I,
shit once or twice, but
I ain't never did that, I don't think, when I had to be quiet and listen to somebody talk.
and I didn't ever. I got something to say.
I don't even know. I didn't know how to use three-way. And I used to be scared to use star
We used
67
to
and
do.
star
We used to
69.
call three-way me, you, and Bird.
Did we? I don't think I ain't never called you. Y'all, you had your own phone line, didn't you?
I ain't no nigga. I had that phone
You
line where my mom and dad to get on there trying to
did.
get off the phone. Damn. Can't even say I love you because your daddy on the phone. All right, I'll talk to you later, kid.
Then don't be up late at night and you
Get
start
off
getting
the
late and you get
phone.
scared.
Damn.
No, your parents sleep, you get scared, you be trying to hang up, but the other person sleep. So when you hang up, they still on the other line. You like, fuck, get off this phone before I get in trouble.
I'm finna unplug your end from my house.
Man, that part. I wonder why phones used to do that.
Girl, 'cause it is, I don't know. That shit
That was
crazy.
when we was that was when we was in analog world.
Didn't have
Now
no
we
kids.
Man, analog world, ain't no paper trails. Now we in the digital world, baby. This motherfucker, you poop a cough on this goddamn phone, it's gonna pick it up.
Okay.
It's gonna pick it up.
I've been doing this bonfire with the children.
Okay, you smell like barbecue.
No, I took a shower. Took a
Uh,
shower.
okay,
And I
okay,
washed my
okay.
hair. So I don't know what it's gonna look like in the morning, but I tied it down because I didn't take the braids out.
Well, I went and got my hair straightened, and I look like Nafisa from 2001 with
Oh
the
God.
bob and the layered
Your bob
bob.
used to be fine though, but I hated guarding you when you had that bob because you was sweat and that shit was swing sweat. And I used to be like, you know what? I'm not guarding the Fisa because she keep flinging her sweat on me, and I'm just like,
Yes, my hair would be so wet. But yes, I got messed around and got my hair straight Friday and girl went to sleep, wrapped it up, forgot I ain't got no perm. You know, in school we had perms. Girl, I got a whole straightened, flat press, silk press. Girl, I went to sleep and started sweating, baby. I woke up, I had a little mini afro in the middle.
I already know
I
it
was
probably
like,
look crazy. It probably look like you need a retouch.
it did, but you know what? I was talking to my mama and I was so distraught. I was like, I don't even know what to do. She was like, just flat iron it back out. You know what? You is fucking right. Why I ain't think
Right,
about
or
that?
blow dry that shit or something.
Girl, I ain't had to do no hair like this since 2002. That's
I
why.
did a retwist today on somebody hair.
Okay.
Get up in this maybe a little piece of change.
Losing mine. Exactly. Strange for a little change.
I ain't doing nothing strange, but I will do some hair.
Ain't doing that
That's
strange for no
strange.
change.
Let me pull this card. This been a crazy weekend for me. I just have learned that I have to just let people be what people gonna be and feel how I feel about it and just keep it moving.
Well, yeah, that's what life is, man.
It
You can
is.
only control you.
You're right. And my response to shit. And I ain't even never mind, I'm just leave that alone. I did good. That's all I'm gonna say.
You ain't
All
even
right,
got
and
to be
this is
mad.
crazy. The card I'm pulling from my relationship oracle deck, and I pull freedom.
Mm,
And freedom states the energy of freedom supports our sense of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. So to me, excuse me, it also means allowing people the freedom to do what they're gonna do, including myself.
there we go. That's
And you
it.
can
That's
apply
what
that
it's
to
sound
like
like.
all type of ships, whether it's friendships. Am I popping?
Nuh-uh. No.
Okay, whether it's friendships, relationships, situationships, whatever type of ship you in, I think that allowing somebody the freedom to move how they're gonna move is what leads to the best type of ships because most people don't want to be controlled or feel
Right.
like they're being controlled. I know I don't. So I
Yeah.
have gotten to the point in my life to where if I really genuinely care about you and you want to move how you want to move, then I'm just gonna wish you the best shit. I ain't got shit to offer you no way anyway, but love and goddamn the best shit. At this point, for real, I mean, and I don't even mean it like at this point in life, but it's just
Just period.
that's just
Hmm.
what I understand, like just from
Yeah.
experience and going through different things that all you really can do is just be like, shit, okay, well, I wish you the best. Like, especially if
Because
you love that person. Like, I just wish you the best.
right, because really it don't be that serious.
It don't. It's never that serious.
No, it's never
But people
serious.
really be butt hurting and shit. Like, and I get it. Like, you do have to go through a grieve process,
Yeah.
regardless if it's something that's happening in a way that you didn't want it to happen. You do have
Right.
to grieve. And usually, what you're grieving is the idea of
Right.
how
On
you thought
your
shit was gonna be.
expectations.
Yes. So you
What
have
you
to be like,
expected.
okay, well, let me just be cool with whatever this person is doing,
Yeah.
regardless of who it is. Cause you'll drive yourself motherfucking nuts trying to control what somebody else doing. And I'm just not even.
So
I'm doing good to control myself. Shit for real.
Mm, mm,
So and
mm,
it's just I ain't got nothing for you but love, like for real. Like if I genuinely care about you, I mean, what else can you do?
I see our voice. I ain't got nothing but you. Nothing for you but hard dick and bubble gum. I'm just
Ah,
playing. I'm kidding. Bro said I ain't even got no conversation. Ain't nothing but hard dick and bubble gum.
you was crazy as hell. But I mean,
I'm just playing. I'm joking. I'm joking.
yeah, like that. But I feel like sometimes you have to allow people the space to do and grow and whatever they're gonna do.
That ain't sometimes. That's all the time. You have
I
no
mean, but
control
you
over
get what I'm
nobody, but
saying.
yeah,
I didn't mean
we
like,
have no control over
yeah.
nobody but ourselves. And many times we don't even have control of situations. We can
No,
have an
you don't.
idea.
You have
Of,
control over your reaction, and that's it.
yeah, that's it. That's
And
it, partner.
sometimes I
Yeah.
just know that rejection and is redirection,
Uh-huh.
and you just
Growth.
you just move
Growth.
forward and grow from whatever
Learn.
the fuck you experience.
Lessons learned. Learn lesson. And sometimes it ain't no lesson. Sometimes it's just a
You just
situation that happened.
mhm.
And you just keep going. It's just a bump in the road, or not even bump in the road. It's just life.
It's just life. What you be
That
saying,
twist,
ebb and flow, whatever.
that roller coaster, man. Life like a roller coaster. Shit. Hey,
Or
you might
box
hit
of
that
chocolate in
turn,
Forrest Gump voice.
man, because you never know what you're gonna get.
You don't. But
So
I do know
listen,
that trying to control that shit will make you
it'll stress you out, and you will lose your
will,
motherfucking mind
thinking that you can tell. Yeah, you will.
because
But I
you
do
trying
know
to
that
make
you
stuff. You're trying to force something that's not there, that's not happening, based
yeah,
off of what you want to happen.
or what you
And I'm
think
not
should happen.
Right, and I'm not saying that things that you want to happen aren't going to happen because we manifest things all the time. But
Yeah.
sometimes things are not going to happen how creatures of planning. We like to plan and we like things to look a certain
And you
way.
want what
And
you want, how you want it, when you
yeah,
want it.
and sometimes shit don't go as
Sometimes
planned.
when
Most of
you
the
want
time
that
shit
shit
don't go.
is not when you need it.
Right. And most of the time shit don't never go as planned. Cause
It
nigga, if
don't.
shit would has planned, I would be a motherfucking physical therapist right now with
And I
zero
would be
children
probably working
traveling
somewhere
the world.
next door to you as an occupational therapist, with no children.
Exactly. So hey, and with that said, I don't have no children. Wait, no. What I'm trying to say, I don't have the luxury of not having children. So
Yeah.
like, I got plenty of children. Almost a start of five, nigga. Shit,
What you said? When you throw that stepchildren in that shit, you got to start 5 plus 1.
man, exactly. Starting five and a sub, six
And a
man,
soul. Y'all on the bench, shit.
6 man. So listen, my phone is at 6E. What the fuck happened to 5G?
I
Five
don't even.
G gone.
I don't even want to talk about that. I don't know. What's six
My,
G?
see,
They
my
finna
six,
burn us up.
my shit say 6E, like elephant, nigga.
I don't know. Mine cracked, so I can't see what it say. That's good. I don't even need to know.
I just say six
You
E.
got a word.
Yep.
What
Ooh, there you are. Hold on. Transpire. It is a verb, and what it means is transfer. God damn, my big old fat lips, nigga, can't even say the shit. Transpire is a formal verb that means to happen, or in other words, to take place or occur. It can also mean to come to light or to become known, as it is transpired that they have met previously. In botany, to transpire is to give off or exude watery vapors, especially from the surface of leaves.
mm. Well,
So, transpire.
how
The
can you relate
conversation.
this to what we doing?
Well, many things transpire in friendships, whether good or bad. Mm. Things happen. Shit happens. Things transpire. That's what I'm gonna say. I'm stop saying shit happens. Shit transpires.
Yeah.
How about that? Occurs. And then in the word transpire, I just think about how I know right now for me, everything be so clear. Everything comes to light. Everything is transparent.
Very much so.
Transpired, transparent, same thing. Okay, just different endings. But yeah, things are so transparent now. And when you are open and really just pay attention to things and you see it in your present, you really get to see how things are playing out and transpiring because of the transparency.
And you're not fighting it. When you don't fight what's happening, then things happen. I believe that when you don't fight, or you're not trying to control what's happening, that things flow even better how how they should.
Yeah. Just let
It's
flow.
easier because you're not.
Let it go, let it
Yeah.
flow, let it flow.
All right,
Every
so
time I
let's into look
the
into some.
conversation.
Yeah. Let me pull my little things up. Uh-huh. So first thing I would like I think we should talk about is like the importance of
Mhm.
friends. So
Okay.
for me, like I value my friendships. Like when I if I have a friend and our relationship ends, I grieve my friendships just as
Yeah.
much as I probably grieve relationships because I really genuinely be loving my friends. And
Yeah.
I ride with my friends like I don't know how to. I just explained it. So if I
Yeah.
fool with you, you my friend. If I say you're my friend, and then our friendship has to end, I really be sad about this shit.
Yeah. Because you're a communicator and you like friendships and relationships and friendships. That's
But I don't
important for
fool with
you.
everybody. So if I fool with you, I fool with you tough.
I fool with you because I'm cool with you.
Yeah.
In my Damien voice, I fool with you because I'm cool with you.
But I think friends are important because that is where you go when things happen in life. Like, say, for instance, if you
Yeah.
go through a breakup or if you just going through a really hard time in life, the first thing you do is you call your friends.
Friends are like sanctuaries.
Yes.
Because you still have your partner that you talk to, husband, boyfriend, whatever. But sometimes I ain't gonna lie, men don't be want to hear that bullshit. They just don't. They be looking like, okay, yeah, I hear you, But
They don't be wanting
and
to
it's
hear
not a
the
bad thing. That's just,
details.
huh?
I think because most of the time they be solution oriented, so they don't be wanting to hear I
Yes.
just gonna fix this shit.
Right. They just want to be like, okay, well, this happened. This is what we need to do next. And we sometimes as women, we need the comforting and to just be able to dwell in that shit sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
damn,
to sit in
okay.
your emotions.
Right. And sometimes men don't give you that space. Some men do. I'm not saying that all men don't. Some of these new niggas do. But most men are, like you said, solutions based. They like, listen, I ain't, and a lot of times men be having other shit to deal with. So in their mind, they don't really have space for the extra emotional bullshit. Like
Right.
for real.
I ain't even
Because
gonna say bullshit. I'm just gonna say the emotional.
yes.
They don't I don't think that they just be wanting to figure let's figure out how we can solve it. Okay, either you need to not fool with this person or
Right.
whatever. Let's just figure it out.
Right. Because I think men really don't get that luxury of expressing themselves the way that women do. Because and I'm not a man, so I can't, I'm just speaking from based off of what I think. A lot of times men can't go to their friends and be like, look, bruh, dog, this happened. I'm
But
just,
I have
oh.
seen men do that though.
It is very full of
I'm not
few.
saying it happens all the time, but I've seen men go and talk to. But it usually would be like a younger man going and talking to an older one. But
Right. Okay. So a younger, but it ain't. It rarely is it somebody that's the same age. Most niggas that's the same age. It's just like, bruh, the fuck. Like
yeah,
I took. They ain't giving no real listening ear. They be like, nigga, you crying over that chick? What the
Tinder
hood?
did that, but nah. But I do think like if we like to take it off of men and go back to and speak on ourselves. Like
Yeah.
for me, when I went through my divorce, when I would go through breakups or have problems, I always, sometimes I can sit with myself and figure it out, and then sometimes you just need to talk about this shit
Right.
with
And then
friends. Like
especially when it's things that are women related to women. Like for me, my body is changing and I'm right now and I feel like I'm going through things. And sometimes it's just best to talk to
somebody that can
somebody that can
relate to
relate.
this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because my husband would not be able to relate. He can hear me, but he ain't finna be like, oh well, maybe this and that. You should do a yoni steam. You just ain't.
But how you
You
know that? First of all, how you who you
I
been
done
listening
said
to?
so.
No, I'm just but now I
Just
think, and then sometimes you just need somebody that you can just call and just be toe up laughing about it. Like I can call,
yeah,
like say if I'm having a bad day, I can call and you will say some dumbass shit and we'll be laughing, and then next thing you know, my whole mood or
yeah,
whatever
thanks. And that's
is
the
lifted.
luxury of having friends, right?
Yeah, but I don't like it when it's always one sided.
Yeah, I
Don't
don't
think
either.
that's a good. I don't think that's. I think when it's one sided is when you really need to sit down and look into their relationship and see if it's beneficial or if it's just one person is draining the other one.
Or just to see, like, and sometimes it's not draining. Just some people are more transactional, and that depends on their personality. And they could really love you and be your friend and care about you, but what's important to them is totally
Matters no.
different. Yeah, and so sometimes, and I had to realize that because sometimes I be in my feelings like, oh, this person only call me when they want to do this, da, 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 da. But I had to realize like this is a transactional person,
Yeah,
so I have to make a decision. Do I want to deal with them or do I don't?
right.
Do I not? And if I want to, if I'm in the mood, I'll entertain it. If I ain't in the mood, I'm not going to entertain it. Like if I'm in the mood for it to be a transactional situation, then okay. But I'm not a transactional person
I'm
per
not
se.
transactional
When it
either.
comes to friendships, I'm not like, ooh, I can call this person just to
To
because I
vent
need some
or
ideas
whatever.
on something. Yeah, or I'm not a transactional person when it
Me
comes to
neither.
friendships. Like I'm your friend and I feel like friendship should be understanding. A true friend understands their friend and understands that hey, this person may not want to talk all the time. They may not want to do this. So I give them that space and they can come around and I'm still your friend. And if I decide that I don't feel like talking to you, then I might not talk to you.
Right. Because I think like for me, I'm big on like reciprocity. So
Yeah,
how you receive me is how I'm gonna receive you.
exactly. And
So
that's where I'm getting
if I
to.
reach out, if I reach, you know what I'm saying, if I'm reaching out and you're not available or and I get everybody go through things, but
Yeah.
if I make space for you and when I reach back out and you don't have the space for me, then that means I'm going to take a second and sit down and evaluate this relationship. And,
Or
and
like I said, put that shit in a different bucket. Like, oh, this is just a
that's what I
transactional
mean by
thing.
evaluate
Yeah.
the relationship. Like that means I'm not going to be as available because you're not.
Right.
It's not reciprocal. I'm not
Or
going
I'm
to
gonna
be.
be available. Yeah, I'm gonna be available when I want to be available, and
I'm
it's not
probably
being
just not
funny.
going to be available.
Nah, I'll be available
That's
when
just
if I'm in
me.
the mood.
Like for me, if it's a continued thing, like, and I get it if you're going through something or whatever, and
Hmm.
you state, well, this is what's happening in my life right now. I'm gonna need a moment, whatever, whatever. I ain't tripping, and I
Yeah.
don't expect for you to give me an explanation either.
Yeah.
But if I reach out, you know what I'm saying, and then I reach out and I reach out, and it's every time.
Hmm.
Like you don't have time, you don't have time, then I'm just not going. I just
Yeah.
I'll just be like, okay, well, blessed be. I wish you the best. And
Blessed be the fruits.
if you reach back out and I have the space or I'm in a space and I have the time to entertain, then I will. And if I
Hmm.
don't, then hey, shit,
Hmm.
that's just life. But
Yeah.
because I've been in situations where I would be available and it was never availability for me. And I just can't rock with the lack of reciprocity. Like I'm so big on reciprocity.
Hmm.
So but for me, I just think that's where relationships, especially friendships, are are important when this is equally yoked.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've learned my friends or people that I consider friends, and I just treat them accordingly. Each
Yeah,
person.
me
Like, oh,
too.
I know this motherfucker is just gonna call me
When they want some shit.
when they want to just talk about something, they going through a hard time, and if I choose to respond, and I just know when I see them calling, like, oh, they probably want something. Do I want to answer? I don't feel like it today. I ain't got the space for it.
And you're entitled to that because if it's that's like the reciprocity thing is what I'm on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because I feel like
So
sometimes I have spent a lot of time building people up and keeping
for
that
it to
space
not be
open.
returned.
Yeah, and sometimes it ain't gonna be returned because I get that's what I'm saying. For me, I understand some people don't have the capacity to return that,
But is that
and
really a
that's
friend then,
cool.
or is that an associate?
No, that's just called a transactional friend. They're calling you because sometimes I have more understanding and more wisdom that they may not have. That's how I look at it. Maybe I'm being self-centered or maybe I'm hyping my head up. But I
No,
I have
I
taken
agree.
I have taken it as I am a pretty wise person, and people come to me when they need some type of grounding and some type of centering, and I have accepted that role.
Yeah.
So I have
Well, that
accepted that
makes sense.
role, and so I'm okay with it because I don't really call people when I have problems. I have a select few, a
I don't
select
really
two.
call people neither. But people
Yeah, I
call
have a
me all the time, and I be like, bro,
exactly
Kimmy,
right, and
the
so
first thing be like, Kimmy, I know you real and you gonna tell me. But what
exactly,
I have learned is I can't say the first thought a lot of times that come to my head. I have to kind of water that shit down
yeah.
because I ain't gonna have no friends.
Or they're gonna take you the wrong.
They're
Be
gonna
so
take, and I get taken, and I be like, no, I didn't. You
yeah,
asked me, like, if you like, I don't know. I'm
yeah. This just this, but that's I see. I understand you. So when you say it, I already know. Like, okay, this just how can me say stuff. I'm
Yeah,
not
it's just
taking it
gonna come
personal.
out, and then I might say some shit. It might sound a little fucked up. Then I'm gonna crack a joke, and then I'm gonna be like, okay, let's keep moving because
All right.
I'm kind of like I ain't gonna say I'm like a nigga, but I'm solution based. Like how
Yeah.
we gonna like what we finna do?
Right. You call
How,
me.
how we gonna
Let's solve it.
solve this? Cause
Right.
like you can talk about how you feel, and I'ma listen, and I might be able to, like I don't know, but at the end, before we get off of the telephone or before the conversation end, we're gonna at least talk about one solution.
Yeah. And maybe that's how I am. I'm solutions based too. And so maybe that's why people call me to get help in like serious situations. So like I said, I have accepted who I am in my role. At first I used to be upset, like, damn, these motherfuckers using me. Ugh. Then I had to realize like, oh shit, I just may have a little bit more wisdom, you know what I'm saying?
Sometimes you got a little sense and don't even
Yeah.
realize.
Than the average goddamn bear.
Cause
So
people
shit,
be
it's an
close to the
honored.
water. They don't be deep.
Yeah, I'm honored. Motherfuckers looked at me and called
Me
me
too.
because I'm a pretty strong person, I will say. You know what I'm saying? Resilient. I done been through some shit, so I know how to
Yeah.
navigate a little
You
bit
got a
better.
little bounce back to you.
Man, a
I do.
whole lot of
I
bounce
get a
back.
lot of bounce back. Like shit.
Mm.
Okay, this is happening in my life, but I'm not gonna panic. I'm going to just deal with what I can and go to sleep. And when I get up in the morning, I'll deal with the rest of it.
Exactly. So
And if
let
I
me
need to
just
cry, then I'm just gonna go and get in the shower and cry, or sit on my couch and cry until I feel like okay, I done cried enough. Then I ain't no reason to keep crying because what is that gonna solve? I'm not sure. So we're just gonna quit crying, and then we're gonna get up and go do something.
exactly. And that's what I'm saying. I can deal with my own shit. Low
Yeah,
key on my own.
yeah. I know what to do. Sometimes
Yeah.
you need assistance or a thought process from somebody. Like what you
Yeah,
think.
you need an outside, yeah, you need another opinion other than yourself. But now I'm
But
even to the point
usually
I don't
I'm
even want
gonna do what
nobody's
I want
opinion
to
no
do
more.
anyway. Huh.
Yeah, but we feel comfortable sometimes. We need that little bit of comfort,
Compassion
like,
from somebody.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, just a little bit like, okay,
Or
you know,
sometimes you just need a damn hug. Shit.
yeah, just a little understanding. A
Yeah.
little
Listen, boy.
understanding.
So let me ask you this. Do you
Mm.
think that uh I got the next thing I wrote down was men and women relationships, friendships, like you can have like a sister brother relationship where you've been friends with somebody for forever, And there's never been like a sexual thing between y'all. Y'all was just cool.
Hmm.
I've only had two friendships like that.
Well, y'all just friends.
Yeah, like and we just talked about no three. I'll take that back three. Where now I don't know if I had to like gave them the opportunity, they probably might would have smashed,
Hmm.
but I didn't present that because that's not what you know what I'm saying? That's not where I was at that
Hmm.
point in life. Like I consider you my friend. I look at you as a brother. So, and I want to
Hmm.
be able to I want to have conversations with you about life that doesn't involve me opening my emotions up to you in a sexual manner because it kind of distorts your thought process.
Hmm.
So for me, like I think every woman should at least have one male friend that they not trying to smash them or vice, you know what I'm saying, either or. Like nobody's trying to have sex with each other.
Hmm. Yeah, that
Um
makes sense.
I think that you should because you should be able to get the opposite sex perspective without the lines being blurred.
Hmm.
And you know
I've
that
always
okay,
had opposite sex friends,
yeah, me
and I
too.
know
I've
how,
always
and I can blur the lines and then keep the lines back unblurred.
I'm not. Yeah. I mean, I can. I have. I'm not gonna say that I have. Like I have, one or two.
Hmm.
Well, maybe one. But then when it's like that, you have to really like be like, okay, well, we can't do this because whatever, whatever. But I still value your presence, and you know what I'm saying. Like I love you, but like I don't. I know that we can't do that.
Yeah.
So, and
I
sometimes
can't do
people
this
don't
with you.
understand it, or they
I
think, well, if
can't
I
do
keep
this.
saying this, are you singing?
No, I'm just saying I can't do this with you.
Yeah, like you can't, but I can still be in your life, but I'm not going to ever touch your penis.
Uh, I'm not gonna touch your wee wee.
No, we're not doing any penis touching or anything to that nature. No vagina touching, none of that.
We just
We
friends.
just
That's why you
friends.
get an ugly man to be your friend.
It ain't he don't even gotta be ugly.
I'm talking
I
shit.
just
I am
I know.
joking.
I just think that if it's like if you genuinely care, like I just like if you genuinely care about me and you want what's best for me, without you trying to benefit, without benefiting, sexually, then that's what I mean by as far as we might have messed with each other and then not, but I still care about you or whatever. Without the lines
Yeah.
being blurred. But I think that's hard for a lot of people to do. But I can detach and turn all this shit off.
Where are my friends?
So yeah. But and I think everybody should have one at least one gay friend.
I don't know about that.
I do. I mean at this point, like in at this day and age in life, I think that you should have one.
I mean, you can, because I will say gay friends are fun, but sometimes gay people be very depressive.
They do.
Gay
Sometimes.
men, gay men
Women
especially,
too.
because
I think the women too.
yeah, I ain't came across too many gay
I
women that be
I think
depressed.
like they but I still like they just regular ass people. They just like what they
Yeah,
like.
they regular people, but I see a lot of because gay men were always fun to be around and laugh, but then it's a sadness sometimes in them when they are not really okay or when they don't feel accepted
Yeah.
by their
But I
lifestyle.
think
So it's
that's anybody though. If you don't feel accepted or loved or valued, did you slick be sad?
I don't, not no
I
more.
do. I'm not saying me in general. I'm just saying people in general. If you
Mhm,
don't feel loved, valued, accepted by whomever it is that you want to be valued or loved or whatever by,
mhm,
that you do have a sense of sadness about yourself if
mhm.
you are still seeking outside validation.
Right, and I think that's what it is. If you're seeking outside validation, then it It'd be sad, but sometimes, like I said, I'm not gonna rule it out. Like I said, I've had gay friends. I'm not discriminating and saying I wouldn't be friends with
Yeah.
nobody gay. I just don't have none in my
I'm just
life.
friends with whoever. Well, not whoever, but if you
Yeah,
treat me good, then I'll treat you. You know,
yeah. I ain't gonna be like, oh, you gay. I ain't gonna be your friend. I just don't have. I haven't come across any gay people that are my friends.
yeah.
Like,
I haven't like not a whole lot, but I do. You know,
yeah,
whatever. I
I
just put
really
that
don't
on my
be out.
foot. I
I
don't go
don't really
out
be
nowhere.
out bumping into folks like that to be friends with people
Me
no
neither.
more.
I don't be out neither. When I do be out, I be ducking and dodging. Do you hear me? Please don't
But
talk to
when
me.
I be out, I be trying to just talk to new people that I don't fucking know. Let me
I
carry on a
know.
conversation with you. What's up, dude?
If I
What you
be
doing?
not here in Jackson, then I will. But like I don't. I see the same people. I'm about sick of the same people.
Yeah,
So
I be wanting to meet new people and make
it
new
ain't
connections.
nothing wrong with
And I don't want you to be your friend. You
yeah,
ain't got to be my friend. I can just meet you and we can go on.
right. Whew. I think another thing that we should discuss is like the lines, the crossing of lines is of fucking after your friend.
Hmm.
Like
That shit you did when you was kids. When you grown now, I don't think
people
so.
still be doing that shit.
They do. People be wife swapping and husband swapping.
They
Then they
do.
be
Well, that's
friends.
different if everybody's in agreement. But
Not in agreement.
right, but if I'm saying like, okay, if me and you was cool, like, okay, that'd be like if I went and be like, I'm finna date you.
I'd be like, girl, you can have them. Let me know how that
No,
works out when you get done.
man, when you but I'm just saying, like, I feel like that's a line that you shouldn't, as your friend, that's a line I shouldn't cross.
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying. Just the baby
Yeah,
daddies and
baby
folks you got
daddies,
children with
people
and
that
serious
you
relationships.
yeah, or my ex-husband, like, no, like you I don't
Ah,
think you should date. I wouldn't recommend never mind. I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
recommend that to nobody.
man, I don't think that I would look at you completely different if you came and told me, well, Cammy, I'm finna date your ex-husband. I wouldn't
Mm,
really want to be your friend no more. Because how
Yeah,
can we sit down and have a conversation when I done already told you?
yeah, I don't agree with this.
Yeah, or not even that I don't agree with. Like, why would you date? If you know how this person is, then why would you? And I'm not,
Why you date my
everybody, when you deal with somebody, it might bring out a different person. Like some people bring out this side of a person or whatever. It
yeah,
just depending upon compatibility. But I still feel like there should be a loyalty
yeah,
to your friend.
yeah, instead of that nigga.
Yeah, well, not even that. I mean, for dudes too, like some dudes will go back and fuck their friend, baby mama, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like, I just think there should be a like don't do that. Aloha,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
right,
yeah, you should have some type of
yeah, there should be some type of loyalty to whomever. Like, if I've been friends with you for 20 years, why would I go and fuck your baby daddy?
yeah. I agree. And like I
Yeah,
said, if you do, just let me know how that works out. I pray it works.
girl, I don't.
Y'all come pick up these children where
But
y'all
you,
live.
at least I know they will have a good baby. I mean, a good
A good mother, stepmother.
yeah, a good
Exactly.
stepmama.
A good
Shit.
stepmama. Do the stepmama. Do the stepdaddy.
Somebody said, "Fuck my baby daddy." What you say?
Touche, touche. Like I said, I'm treading light on that baby daddy conversation. Better remember. Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't like I'm not tripping on the whole tread. Like I wouldn't. I'm just saying
Yeah.
for me, I would
Yeah,
not
no,
date
I know what you're
my
saying.
friends, baby daddies, or ex husbands, or somebody that you was in a long-term relationship with, I'm not gonna go behind you and be trying to date that person
Yeah,
because
just some lines you just don't cross with
yeah,
friends.
because I'm
But
gonna be
I
looking
don't
at it
think this generation, I really don't think these young folks really have friends. They don't trust each other. They are
because they
really
be
not,
fucking each other. They go behind each other and be doing the most.
they are not trusting of one another. I was looking at
You listen
yeah, a
to the
lot of
music.
people are not trusting. And they don't, it's like they don't trust themselves and they don't trust their friends. It's like everybody has a guard up. And it's just like,
Nobody
I don't know.
trusts anybody. I mean, I try to trust, but it's hard when you feel like you're the only one that's putting forth effort to trust a person. Like I can only trust enough of myself. Like I can't trust me
Right.
for
Or like the
you.
four agreements say, really can't worry about what other thinkers say
And
about you. You just have to be impeccable with your word and who you are and hope that you're attracting the people that you need to attract
yeah,
based off of your needs and what you're giving off. Because 9 times out of 10, the people that you attract are what you're giving off. So if
that's
you ain't trusting, you're
exactly
going to attract somebody that's
that's
not
not
trusting. So
trusting.
you always trust yourself and trust that you're making the right decisions
Right,
for yourself. So if you trust yourself, you're gonna attract trusting people. I
right.
think
I agree with it. Or just whatever you're putting off. But you also have to remember that people are only going to understand things to their perception.
to their level, yeah, that they want to, and that's why I said earlier, I'm okay being that friend that people call that
Yeah,
because I have a little more understanding and wisdom that they don't have, and they
they
look to
don't
me
have
for that, and so I'm cool with that. You know what I'm
right.
saying?
That's
I'm
what
cool with that.
Lightbright says. Integrity is important to me, but some folks don't even know what integrity is, and I agree with that. And
They
that's just
should
doing the right thing when nobody's looking. And she said she
exactly.
trusts people to a degree. I feel like trust is earned, but like
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna just go into a situation and be like, oh, I don't trust you at all, and I don't
It's
even
called
know
it's
you.
called discernment. In
Yeah,
life, when you get a certain point and you learn in wisdom, you have discerning. You can see you have a discerning spirit to where you can see, hey, and like I said, you have to trust yourself enough to be that, like to think that you're going to. You have to trust yourself that your soul is choosing the right people to be
the
around
right
you. When you
people.
trust yourself, you attract the right stuff. But it's also in the physical plane, you have to be discerning in what you see. When you see some things that you know ain't right, you have to be like, okay,
This ain't
this
what
ain't
I'm.
looking right.
Yeah,
This ain't what I'm trying to fool with. So
let me
discerning is
move myself.
exactly that is such a key word that people don't
Use
really
discernment. Yeah,
use, or they don't know how to use it, or people ain't really talking to people about that. People just like, no, just don't trust them, don't do it, just fuck them. And we're in a society now where everybody is so quick to just cut everybody off
or block
based,
people or
yeah,
whatever. But
black
I
people
think
off
that
of
you
one
should
thing.
yeah, right. Don't block me like or I think a lot of times people be so quick to cut folks off without having conversations. Like you
because
might
we
have
not because we not having conversations
because
because
you
everybody is
assuming.
on, yeah, on social media.
Yeah,
Everybody's on social media and we have a certain set of eyes. Now we're looking at everything through a computer screen or a telephone screen,
right.
and
Without
nobody's actually right. We're not having conversation. And then you may have a conversation with somebody, but you're on the internet watching what they do, and their actions on the internet are not lining up with what
with
they're
what
saying they're about. And
yeah.
we have to understand that the internet is just that, the internet. People act like totally different people on the internet. And I don't know. And that's a growing curve. That's a growing learning curve that we have to work with as humans, because we're going into a world where it's humanoids and AI and
Mhm.
technology. So that's a learning curve. So now we're going to have to decipher whether if is this person really who they are, because they do stuff on the internet, but then when they in person they a whole nother way. Like that's a learning curve that I don't even know how to discuss. So
I just think that sometimes like you said with the five agreements, if you're doing what you say you're gonna do, then a lot of times you're going to attract the same type of person that's gonna do what they say they're gonna do.
Right.
But I do 100% agree with the whole social media.
Yeah.
Uh,
Social media
I
throws
can
a
be
hole
who
in the
I
internet.
am online, and then I'm gonna be this
Mm.
type of person uh face to face. So shit,
And that's what I'm saying.
I'm
The
cracking
in
jokes online, face to face, inappropriate jokes all the time. It don't even matter.
Yeah, right. What you see online is what you get of
It's
me.
what you gonna get, right?
But
That's what
and
Light
that's what
Bright just said. She the
yeah,
same
what you see is what
online
you
and
get.
face to
Yeah.
face. Yeah.
But it's so many people out here that are not. So I can understand the level of trust being like, because now we're not just having to trust human, we're having to interface and trust computers and technology to a certain level, because now that's how we interact with one another is through digital computers and phones. So it's like I said, it's this a whole nother learning curve. And I'm old school that I'm just gonna have to learn this learning curve and try to catch up to speed, but still use my discernment. Cause
Yeah.
y'all, the internet be throwing me off. The
I think
internet be throwing me off.
a lot of people carry themselves a certain way online because they have an image to keep up with. But then when you really get to know them face to face, you be like, this ain't
Yeah, you a whole nother. You actually cool, man. Why you be doing all this shit on the internet?
man,
You an internet gangster. What you got? You a Twitter gangster. What? You got Twitter fingers. Well, it ain't
man.
Twitter no more. You an
It's whatever
internet
it
gangster.
is. I just be want like if you're gonna I don't know. I think sometimes that's like I interacted with a guy. He was like, well, "Tell me what I don't know about you. If you've been scrolling up and down my timeline, then shit, you know." To a
Or you
certain
try.
extent, I'm not gonna put. I'm not putting all my personal business and all my shit on there, but a basis of like what I spiritually believe,
Right.
and you can see that my biggest focus in my life is my children. Then what else do you need to know other than spend time with me and get to know me?
Right.
Other
That
than
part.
that, like just trying to gather everything up in 20 minutes is you wasting my time and yours because in a minute.
But that also you have to think people be dating online dating too
I've never
is a
signed
big
up for
thing.
online dating in my life. You
I
can't find
did,
me
but
on no sites. I'm not on none of them.
I did about 10 years ago and it irked me because they wanted money. And so I was like, I'm not gonna do this.
That's
It like you
prostitution.
right or no, not the
I'm
people
just
on there,
fucking
the website, the dating site wanted money. They like would breadcrumb you. They be like, well, sign
oh
up, this is
yeah,
completely free. And then you start getting messages, but you can't read the fucking message
because
because
you
they
gotta
want you to
pay
pay.
for it. Now you gotta
Yes,
pay
you got to get a premium
3.99 a
account.
month.
Yes, I was like, you know what? And then, but I started seeing on that is a lot of married men
Yeah, because
in,
why you on here and you got a wife and kids? She
right,
coming
and
on the date too.
exactly, and we're in Jackson, a small town, and I'm seeing a lot of people that are in the area that are married on the date web. So I was like, Jesus, let me get off of this because this is
That's
not.
why you ain't got to worry about me. I'm not finna be on no. If you want to date me, you gonna have to catch me in real fucking life.
But that's how people used to date. You
No,
not
that's how
online
people
people.
still date. They got Facebook dating now. They
Well,
got
no, but you think about it. How do people used to date prior to the internet? You met somebody through somebody else, either
yeah,
at a
or at
function,
church
at church, or you got a friend, one of your
in
friends like, girl,
real life. You met
yes,
people.
I think they
Now
might be
you
good
meeting
for you.
people on online, and then that's I think a lot of people when they actually meet people online, and then when you actually meet the people, it's not the same or you don't look the same because you done used all these filters.
Or no, what about all of these people that be online, these so-called influencers that be having like members only. A lot of people be get lost in that and be thinking these folks is they friends. So now you're a member, like on YouTube, they got like members only pages. And so a lot of these
And then they
influencers
think
are
that that's even people could take this interaction that we're doing and listen to us and feel like that they know us personally because they're hearing us speak. But you don't
well
know
now
me
this
personally This is
Well, no,
huh?
this is different. This different. I'm talking about, you know how like you got certain people that may be into spirituality and they have a following and like they do meet and greets and they
Yeah,
actually have little private calls with their members only. People really be taking that and thinking that these folks is friends, but then when they be ganging up on one another and bullying you the minute you disagree with what
with
they're
what they
saying
know.
and
Yeah,
what the group is saying. And it's like the leader gets all these little minions to follow them. And the moment you start having your own thoughts and be like, wait, I don't agree
this
with what
ain't
you're
right.
saying,
Then they gonna
they
attack.
jump on you.
Yeah,
So what about internet friends that you think is your friends in these little groups that folk be members only groups? That's a thing now.
it
I don't
is.
do it,
I
but
don't.
that's a
I've been
big
in.
thing.
Um, I ain't never really just been in no members only.
All right, I'm not
When
paying
you say
nobody
that, it make
two
me think
dollars.
about church. I'm not paying you to follow you for shit
Can't be
because
no
at
worse
the
than
end of
paying
the
to
day,
be in a
I gotta pay
fraternity or
my
sorority.
utility bill. I don't have no money to give you.
Right.
I will
Join my
follow
page.
if it's free. Like now, what I notice on like Instagram and shit, it'll show you you can follow somebody and then it'll give you the option to subscribe and then you pay 99. I don't care if it's 99 cents or nothing. She said when I see people online, I almost always subtract 20% to 35% from their attractiveness because of how people use filters or old photos, right?
Exactly. You're not
I'm just
looking
gonna
at
put
real
on there
people.
what I look like. Shit, that's what you gonna get when you see me in real life. I might look homeless. Don't even
And
worry
then a
about it.
lot
I'm
of these
probably at
people,
home painting. Don't worry about it.
but a lot of these people be looking like all the same though. They be looking
Yeah,
all the
cause the
same
makeup
online.
and how people do their hair and the edges and all. Everybody is like copy and paste.
They wear the same little wigs, and you better be like, "Oh, she cute." But then you get the scroll, you be like, "Damn, she look like all these people look like the same people. What's the
Mhm.
difference? Your nose ain't
So
looking no different. Yo,
how do you differentiate like if everybody is basically copying and pasting, then how can you tell who is who and like how do you if you trying to make new friends but you there's really no individuality, so how do you
you can't,
you
you
can't.
can't,
I don't want to
you
be. I ain't
cannot.
even gonna say I don't want to be friend. Like I don't really want to associate with people who are followers. Like I like
Yeah,
trendsetters. I don't want to. I don't want to associate myself with followers. Like I've never been a follower.
right, right. I
I'm
agree.
finna do something. Like I don't like be your own person. Be your own individual. So that I know that when it come to shove, you a real person that I know that I ain't got to worry about you just saying, well, such and such did it, so I'm gonna do it too. Nah, we not
Right.
doing
Right. You're not gonna jump
it.
like the
That
old
ain't
folks would
nothing.
say. If they jump off the bridge, you
Yeah,
gonna do it too.
right. And most people will. All right, I got one more thing. When it comes to your friends and it comes to interfering in your life, like say if you got something going on and your friend might try to interfere with whatever you doing to an extent of like say for instance if you got something going on right if you got something going on in your marriage but your friend feel like you should do this but that ain't what you trying to do and it causes a rift in your friendship.
I think that you should know if you have a true friend, they're not finna cause any rifts unless it's a situation where you're being abused. But even yet, it's still as a friend, you have to know
Your place.
your place because everybody ain't ready. Even if they're in situations now, if like I said, if it's an abusive situation, then you should go to somebody in their family. You know what I'm saying? Do what you can. But if it's a situation,
But
people
even
go through
if it
things.
is an abusive situation, if it's a situation where that person is not trying to remove themselves from it, then now you're not like sometimes you can be in an abusive relationship and it's one where you're being isolated
Yeah, well,
and
me
it might
personally,
make it worse if they're you know what I'm saying, like it just depends, it varies. That's like I remember when
yeah,
you came to me and you told me what you told me. I seen what such and such doing this and that. Like sometimes you can talk to your friends and they'll get mad and then they don't want to be your friend no more. I just lucky
but
I
that's
wasn't that
where
type.
Well, right. That's where discernment comes in. I was able
Yeah,
to tell you that because I knew that you would take it for what I said, and you weren't gonna be like, "Girl, you such and such." Some friends you have, their husband or their partner can do no wrong. So that's a
right.
situation I'm not finna put my hands on. I'm not gonna
Yeah,
say nothing. I watch it may go down. I still love you as a friend, but I'm not gonna stick my nose in there because I know how you are about whomever
about
this
your
person
man.
may
Yeah,
be. And it may not be the man, it may be family member, it could be anybody. I'm not going to say anything because I know how you are about that person. Some people are very particular, and as a friend, I know that about you. So I'm not
yeah,
going to go there. Where if it's a friend
right,
that I know that's open and understand, then I'm okay with it. I had a situation where one of my friends, when I was in my abusive relationship, they called my parents. And baby, I at first I was like, why did you do that? But I understood. I was like, you know what? I needed that because my parents came on down and helped me. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't ready to leave the situation yet,
right.
but they
But
came
you
down
needed
and
that
gave
boost to
they
get your
gave me the support that I needed to start looking at maybe I should get out of this situation.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I would have never done it on my own. It would just escalate it to a situation where it may have gotten worse. But now my parents knew what was going on. And my parents were respectful enough to be like, hey, we are here if you need us. We understand. You
Right.
know, it's not as simple as we
But I
may
think
think.
I think sometimes when you involve your family and not in abusive, but it's just like say if it's y'all might argue or whatever, and then your family gets involved. Like your family, you can forgive your person and be like, okay, well, we're gonna work our relationship out. But once you have went and involved your family in that shit, it's hard to bring that back because you can forgive them, but your family's still gonna be looking at me like shit. I
Right. Now,
still want to
yeah.
whoop that nigga ass.
Well, that's different. Now, if it's an abusive situation where a motherfucker might die, then okay. But if it's just a regular relationship where people argue and fuss and have their disagreements and they may be going through a rough time in their life with one another, that's different. I don't think that your family should be involved with that.
But
And in
some
some
people,
situations,
when we talk about when we had that episode on enmeshment, where
yeah.
there's no boundaries being drawn and everybody's just in everybody's business, and in that situation, I think that it's hard to even have relationships where nobody's all in the middle. I mean, where you can have a healthy relationship because your family is so deep involved in everybody else's shit.
Well, yeah, that's another different situation. But as far as just like in general, like I feel like I should be able to tell my friends things in confidence and they can say what they want to say, but it's up to me and my friends leave me that option, because sometimes I just need a listening ear. I may not need you to solve this out for me. I just may need to vent and talk to somebody about something going on in my relationship or something that, and
And I
like I
think
said, not
that's
just
where friends fall in because sometimes you can't talk to your family. Like I would rather come and talk to my friend before I went
yeah,
and talked to my family to a certain extent because your family is gonna automatically think that they
have
know
a
what's
bias.
best for you.
Yeah. And
When
then
your
if you are if
friend
you
might
and right,
more open to listening to what you say and understanding and caring about how you really trying to move instead of trying
right.
to make a decision for you. Well, you don't
And
need to
then
be
your
with me, nigga.
family
I'm finna
gonna
move
have
you
their
out
face.
or whatever.
Your family gonna have be turned, they face turned up every time they see this person.
Yeah,
Like,
right.
you
And
still dealing with them?
that makes it hard for you. Like, say if you having family functions, whatever, whatever, and my mom and daddy would have killed mine too if I had told them. Like, right, but
But the thing is, friends, what's the new saying? We listen but don't judge.
yeah, and I'm like, you can come and tell me some shit, and I might say, well, I'm gonna ask questions, and I
Yeah.
think that's why like a lot of people, sometimes people don't want to hear what I have to say because I'm gonna ask questions and I'm gonna give you a different way to look at the shit, but it's
Hmm.
still exactly. I'm gonna always ask questions. So if
Right.
if you can't handle the questions that I'm gonna ask you, then you might get offended.
Right.
But I'm
But
not being
one
offensive. I'm giving you a different perspective.
but the thing is, I feel like true friends understand one another and they take the time to understand one another. And we
Yeah.
understand that we may not be on the same wavelength right now, but as a true friend, I'm willing to be your friend and work through it. Now, granted, we do outgrow some people and we don't grow at the same pace. But ultimately, if you ain't just did me completely wrong, I still consider you a friend. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
And I would never, even if I hadn't talked to you in a couple of years, and
Right.
but we used to be thick as thieves at one point, if you reached out to me, I'm not gonna be like, fuck you, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, I ain't no telling what you been going through, but I know that if it's a repeated pattern of the bullshit, then I might be like, fuck you.
Uh-huh. Or I just might be like, oh, that's a transactional friend. They need something. What you need today?
And I'm not gonna
Do
answer
do I
because
have the space today?
yeah, I don't have the space
I have
right
the space today. Or I may not have the space today. I got the space the next time they call. It just
Yeah.
depends on how I'm
Or I
feeling.
might
And I,
call you back. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends on what's happening in my life or what I'm doing. And some people don't even understand that because you could have been in a position where I might have been available.
hmm
And then now I'm at a position in life to where I don't have that same availability. So therefore,
Right.
now this person who called you might be offended, but you can't be offended because you don't even know what's happening in my life because I
Yeah.
haven't
So
talked to you. You know
yeah,
what
so
I'm saying?
I'm learning. I'm not taking anything personally.
I
I
don't
love
take
all
shit
my
that's
friends.
part of the four agreements. Don't
Yeah,
take that shit personal.
I know who is who, and I deal with you according to how I know you are. And like I said, that comes with understanding, grace, and acceptance of my
Yeah.
friends.
And having compassion. Because
Yeah.
sometimes people really be going through shit and then you reaching out to them to help you for you to help for them. Like, if, say for instance, if I'm the friend that you always reach out to when something is going wrong in your life, but I might be in a position in my life where shit is fucked up. And
But
then,
a real friend will understand that, like, damn, she fucked up.
but
Let me
some
have
people
a
But if you
space
haven't
for her.
spoken to me and you don't know that this is what's happening in my life and you just automatically assume the worst and be mad, then are you really a good friend?
Yeah, they may still be. They just ain't got no compassion. They
To me,
just
that makes it hard to believe that you can be a good friend if you don't have compassion.
yeah. Or sometimes, like I said, you may have to just meet people where they are,
I
or
don't.
meet
You
them.
don't have to.
You don't have to. You can meet them or leave them.
Yeah. Sometimes you have
Meet,
to leave people where they are in
meet
life.
them or leave
And
them.
you can leave them where they are. I can leave you and love you from a distance. I can love you from over there, but I don't have to fuck with you on no consistent base. I don't have to fuck with you ever again. But I can still have
Mhm.
love for you and wish you nothing but the best.
Mhm. I
So yeah.
agree.
Where we at? What time is it? I think that's all my little talking points. All
Yes,
right.
So I have a poem. I have an ode to my friend Cammy.
What? Is you gonna make me cry, bro?
I don't think so. You shouldn't. But here we go, girl. We probably gonna be out here boo crying. Now I done got
Okay.
strong. I don't cry like that no more. Okay,
I,
so ode to my friend Cammy. Oh, smart and inquisitive one. What's the topic for today? Wait, I mean the topic of the moment. From topic to topic, question to question, and suggestion to suggestion, you have always kept an open mind, an open heart, and an open ear. Never do you disappear, nor do you instill fear. Just genuine love, understanding, and recommending, but never reprimanding. A true friend you are indeed, and you've always got a friend in me. So, Cammy has always been that friend. I don't want to cry. Sometimes you gotta stop and be like, bitch, regroup. So, okay, let me start over. Okay. So Cammy has always been a friend that is always there no matter what the circumstances. She keeps an open mind and finds genuine solutions. Always creative. What they are saying now, we listen and we don't judge. That has been Cammy from day one. I see your light and I understand you. I accept you. We have our moments, but that's natural. We always come back like we never left off, but with some understanding and a little convo to figure out what happened. I love you and I appreciate you.
Ah, I love you too, friend.
Yeah. So
Hey, tell you I'm out here real ass Nick Nardis. Yes, that is this. The Nafisa has always been like I consider her a soulmate. Like this is my sister from another mother.
yeah.
So yes, and we
Yes,
ain't
that's
never
what.
like we done argued and shit, but we'll argue
Right,
then
we
about
always
it.
we understand. Right, we understand each other. Like, oh, this nigga on one today. Let me just let her
Yeah.
be. She'll come back. If she don't laugh at my joke, then she mad. Okay, let me test the water. She ain't laughed at my joke. All right,
I'm
I'll
gonna
holler at
call
you
your
tomorrow.
ass back. And let me tell you where you had me fucked up at.
Right. But we have always had that type of relationship where we can say what we feel, we don't dwell on it, and we just keep it moving. We don't leave like with questions like, damn, what the fuck she mean? What she trying to say? Da,
I'm
da, da,
like,
da, da. It's
hey,
like,
what that mean?
right, right. You gonna ask questions, I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna ask questions, we just keep it
Yeah.
moving. Like, and
But
we
I
come to
think
a
we've been
resolution.
friends. But we've been friends for what? Since what? Sixth, seventh grade?
Seventh grade. You was in sixth, I was in seventh. Right.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
what, how many
well over
years
20
is
years. Shit, I don't know, since 97.
that?
Ooh,
Almost 30 years.
right. Ooh, I don't want to tell how old I am. What light
Nigga,
bright say?
you
Light
been
bright.
hollering you 40 since we got on this motherfucker. What you been?
Shut up. I'm a woman of a certain age in my flip on
Oh,
button.
okay, flirting. Right. Sometimes you do have to choose your chosen sisters over your family. Like
And what's the
I
saying?
like right.
The saying goes, I choose the water of the covenant over the blood of the womb. Water of the womb. The blood of a covenant over the water of the womb.
Right.
So, and people be fucking that up all the time. Blood thicker than water. No, the fuck it ain't.
It's not
No,
because sometimes blood will throw you under the motherfucking bus and drown your ass.
blood to throw you in the mud and keep on goddamn it moving. It's the blood of the covenant over the water of the womb.
Yep, I agree.
So yes. Oh, she said my besties are more sisters than any of my sisters. Okay. And me
Right.
and my best friend are more like fractal souls. What's a fractal soul like, Bright? Girl, I ain't never heard that one. That's a new one.
Like
Fra-
soulmate.
fractal souls. What's a fractal soul? Girl, you finna have to make me pull out Google. Listen, a fractal soul, that's a new word. Is it like soulmates? Huh?
Pieces of the same soul. That's what I thought.
That
Like soulmates or yeah.
okay. Okay. That makes sense. I like that. I like that. Thank you for staying with us, like Bright. We usually have people that pop in and out, but they don't be listening to us because we be
She
just
shared
talking.
the she shared the podcast too. We appreciate that.
Yes, yeah, we
Thank
fun, honey.
you.
Dang, we keep it light, honey. We keep it light. We get serious topics, but we really silly and we mean well. You know what I'm saying? So join us.
All right, let's I'm finna say this prayer and then end it. Unless you got something else to say, because if
Mhm.
I'm a cry.
I ain't got nothing else to say.
All right, at least I don't sound like popcorn Sally, Lord.
Yes.
I am root of your root and soil of your soil, bone of your bone and blood of your blood. From the Shanklin, Jones, Fuller, Meriwether, Curran, Johnson, Dotson, Johnson, Morgan, Davis, McNeil, Hill, and Crutchfield families, we thank you for your guidance, protection, wisdom, and clarity. We understand, overstand, and understand the strength and power that's being provided to us. We accept the responsibility of the gifts passed down to us. We walk in your strength and power today and every day, Ashe.
Ashe. So peace out. North, east, west, and south. Boom, boom. We out.
All right.